The top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes and the number 2 Indiana Hoosiers are currently engaged in the Big Ten championship game at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Both teams entered this highly anticipated contest with perfect 12-0 overall records and unblemished 9-0 marks in conference play. The primetime matchup, broadcast nationally on Fox, is underway, with Ohio State holding a 10-6 lead over Indiana in the second quarter. This championship game represents a rare occurrence, featuring the nation's top 2 ranked teams battling for a conference title. At stake is not only the Big Ten crown but also a crucial berth in the college football playoff. The winner will emerge as an undefeated Power 5 champion, historically guaranteeing a spot in the 4-team playoff. The loser, despite a single defeat, will remain a strong contender for an at-large bid, with their fate to be decided by the CFP selection committee. This contest is poised to be a defining moment for both programs and the Big Ten Conference. Ohio State, under the leadership of head coach Ryan Day, has consistently maintained its position as a national powerhouse and a perennial contender for the Big Ten title. Their 12-0 record this season underscores their established dominance within the league. On the other side, Indiana's journey to the championship game is a testament to a remarkable turnaround under head coach Curt Cignetti. Cignetti, who brings prior experience coaching in conference championship settings, has guided the Hoosiers to an unprecedented 12-0 regular season. Indiana's path to Indianapolis included decisive victories over formidable conference opponents, such as a 63-10 win against Illinois, a 20-15 triumph over Iowa, a 30-20 victory against Oregon, a 27-24 win over Penn State, a 31-7 defeat of Wisconsin, and a 56-3 rout of Purdue. Both teams stand alone at the top of the Big Ten standings with perfect 9-0 conference records, setting the stage for a true championship decider. The trajectories of these two programs leading into this championship game present a compelling narrative. Ohio State has long been recognized as a top-tier program, consistently finishing in the top 10 nationally and securing multiple conference titles throughout its history. Their team page and historical records reflect this consistent success. In stark contrast, Indiana football has historically been positioned as a mid to lower tier program within the Big Ten. However, under coach Curt Cignetti, the Hoosiers have experienced an extraordinary surge, culminating in their undefeated 12-0 season. Indiana's statistical performance this year has been exceptional, ranking number 5 overall in team statistical rankings, including a top 10 rushing offense and a top 5 rush defense. Despite Indiana's current success, the all-time series history heavily favors Ohio State, with the Buckeyes winning the vast majority of previous meetings. A recent example of this historical dominance includes Ohio State's 56-14 victory over Indiana in November 2022, where then quarterback C.J. Stroud threw 5 touchdown passes. The stakes for this Big Ten championship game extend far beyond conference bragging rights, directly impacting the college football playoff landscape. With both Ohio State and Indiana holding perfect 9-0 conference records, they stand alone at the top of the Big Ten standings, ahead of other prominent teams like Oregon, USC, and Michigan. This matchup is, therefore, a de facto league title decider. The winner of this contest will claim the Big Ten championship and, as an undefeated Power 5 champion, is positioned to secure an automatic berth in the 4-team college football playoff. For the team that suffers its first loss, finishing the season at 12-1 with their only defeat coming against the number 1 or number 2 team in the nation, an at-large bid to the CFP remains a strong possibility. Their ultimate fate will be determined by the CFP selection committee when it releases its final rankings following conference championship weekend. The outcome will also significantly influence the early hierarchy of the expanded, coast-to-coast Big Ten Conference. Looking ahead, the implications of the Ohio State-Indiana Big Ten championship game are substantial for both programs and the national college football picture. The team that emerges victorious will not only hoist the Big Ten championship trophy but will also enter the postseason as an undefeated Power 5 champion, a profile that historically guarantees a spot in the highly coveted 4-team college football playoff. For the team that experiences its first loss of the season, finishing with a 12-1 record, they will remain a strong contender for an at-large bid to the CFP. Their inclusion will depend on the final deliberations of the CFP selection committee. Within the Big Ten, the result of this game will play a crucial role in shaping the early hierarchy of the newly expanded conference. A victory for Indiana would represent one of the most significant breakthrough titles in modern league history, while an Ohio State win would further solidify its established dominance. The game is being broadcast on Fox, with live data and score tracking available through major sports outlets.